Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back, everyone. It's Marta here. Happy autumn, my friends. If you're curious how I painted this pumpkin, please be sure to check the end of this video. Now I'm gonna actually cut it and hope that we will be using this for the journal page. Honestly, all I wanted to do today was to paint, to create some autumn inspiration for you, to chit chat with you, but also to relax. Hannah is not great herself. She's asleep now, but she really had a very hard whole week. So today's project is really for me. I really needed it. A little bit of a downtime and chill time for myself. And I was thinking, instead of just chatting while painting this pumpkin, I thought to record the process of video and let it to watch it at the end of this video. So please be sure to check it out. We will be using this pumpkin for our journal page, and we will create a gorgeous journal page. The reason I actually painted this one is because I found 0 big pumpkin papers, and I was thinking, Marta, this is not happening actually. It's not possible. But I couldn't find anything, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna paint one. I'm gonna make one for myself, for you as well, so we all can have our own pretty pumpkins. I've done some pumpkins last year, watercolor pumpkins with Emily, so check that as well. I'll give you the link in the description box as well. Now I have these beautiful leaves. These are coming from this particular paper. If I'm able to find the link, I also will link all the products, and I'm using, of course, my forever favorite Arteza paints. These are watercolor gouaches, so please be sure to check the link as well, because they have actually opened up for advent calendars. So yeah, a little heads up for you, please check it out. I have this cute little pumpkin. I'm hoping to use this pumpkin as my focal point for this gorgeous journal page. I'm using Arteza book as well. As you know, I'm a fan of Arteza, so check them if you are looking for some fabulous journal book. I was thinking, I'm missing a little bit of a darker shades of orangey kind of thing, and I thought, you know what, wouldn't that be just fantastic if we could just add it up a little bit of a darker shades in places, just a little bit, just to doing up a little bit of that pumpkin. As I said, the whole process of this pumpkin will be at the end of this video, so please check it out. I'm sure that you may find it inspirational if you're looking for easy pumpkin, because as you know, I'm not a watercolor professional, I'm not a watercolor artist, nor do I have huge amount of experience, quite opposite. But the thing is, I love watercolors. I would love to learn more, and I think it's a great opportunity when you have a project of this kind and you're gonna just try your best to make simple images of this kind, like pumpkins or leaves. I think it's a great start. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm hoping to do a little bit of darker on the edges so that we have a little bit of contrast going on, I'm hoping. So this is how I'm going to finish, and I also wish to do a little bit of outline, so I will definitely try this once I have finished painting. It's just that I'm thinking that would be lovely to have a little bit of darker shades in places, and also maybe add a little bit of a different color, like for example, like this sort reddish. I think it's lovely, reddish and brownish kind of shades. Why not? Something not maybe the most typical as we would maybe imagine, and I think it's actually looking super pretty. So this is our pumpkin, very nice. I absolutely love it. And also, why not to add it up a little touch of color and darker shades. Now, if you want here on the on this little leggy, if you're wondering about the gouaches, these are watercolors. Gouaches in general are watercolors. The thing is that they have this opaque, chalky finish, which I totally love. So if you're into this sort of chalky look, you will absolutely love them paints. And I squeeze them from the little tubes, and yes, work away into your little containers, and that's how I love working with these paints. So I'm trying to add little lines, maybe teensy lines, just to have them a little bit happening like that. I'm gonna wait until this dry, and then actually I'm gonna dry it and get back to you. And also I was thinking to add just a tiny touches here on the edges to make it really darker. So all these little sort of really creating the contrast. I mean, the contrast. So that's what I'm thinking, and that's what I'm hoping to do. Just a little bit of darker here, just on the edges. Do you know what? I actually think this is such a cool idea to have the focal point separated from your actual page, because this is the way that you're able to control the idea, and you can if you don't like it, you can just start over. I think it's actually great idea. If you ask me, I'm not too sure if this is not going to become something that I may just do it more often, because it is actually great to have the chance to actually to have to just play around and, you know, make up your mind about how big it is and things like that. So I just actually liked it. I love that idea. Well, at first I just really wanted to paint a pumpkin, then I wanted to make a journal page, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make both. Oops, I'm gonna just make both, and that's where the idea sparked. So I think I'm loving this, and I think I'm gonna leave it at that, because my fear is I'm gonna overdo it, which I wouldn't like, obviously. Let's move our pumpkin and leaves on the side. And I really believe we can start thinking about maybe as well the title of our project. So I was thinking to have it in the middle, have a little bit of a background here happening, and then those cute little leaves maybe here on the side or something like this kind. So I'm thinking to paint this, maybe collage it or something, and also make this in the middle and put some title, something maybe like pumpkin time, I would imagine. I'm gonna grab this old book with music notes, and I think it would be just wonderful, just so beautiful to have this. Now, if you're looking for a book of this kind, I got it from a friend, from Massey, it's actually very old, as you can tell, losing its cover and all. I got it, she's from Belgium. I visited her a few years back, and I still have this book, and I still love it. Even more as less pages it is there. Like, look how pretty, but that would be too simple, I would imagine. How about making this a little bit of more collagey, in a way of making this more with, let's say, with just corners kind of thing, and maybe we are able to grab some. Let's have this one here. Maybe we are able to grab some, this could be in the middle, right? So that's what we have, I'm thinking. And how about grabbing some pumpkin pages? I don't know, something. And also we could have maybe a little bit of this happening. Sure, we shall see. My idea is to grab a glue and glue these book pages in here. I think it's gonna be a very good starting point. Although it would be great as well to just watercolor it, but then I don't know, I just feel like, yeah, let's do collage, let's do that, because I love making backgrounds that are kind of interesting, textury and all. So I think this would be a great start, I'm thinking. So yes, as I have mentioned before, this page today, this crafting moment, it's really to reset my mind, restart, because I'm really nervous, I have to say. Please, if you by any chance are able to say any sort of good thoughts in your mind, in your heart, for Hannah's feeling better, that would be great. I don't hear her coughing right now in the night, because we have this machine that you can hear her upstairs. So that's a great sign. That's the best thing. Actually, I'm thinking, are we too close to? No, we are actually perfect. We're very good, actually. I have said actually word so many times that recently someone have mentioned, Marta, stop saying actually word all the time, and I'm like, do I really say it? And I know I do. I'm gonna try to make it less. By the way, do you think I say actually a lot? Tell me. And does it bother you? Does it annoy you? If it does, let me know in the comments. I'm really curious. I do say a lot of different things like actually or like or there's plenty Martaism, plenty sayings, plenty things, but possibly I do use too much of this word. So yeah, I wonder your thoughts. Let me grab some page for the middle. Look at this. I found absolutely gorgeous page from 49 and Market. I'll give you links in the description box for everything I will be able to find. This one is Vintage Artistry Naturalist Tattered Wings. Gorgeous. I mean, seriously, very pretty. Yeah, I'd say we will be just using that because it is so pretty. And I'm thinking to maybe use this one sort of here. Look how you rip your papers, because you can rip like this or you can rip like that. Two different rips, whether you do love having the ripped element on your page or not. It really is personal choice, I would say. I love having ripped edge. I just love it. Totally love it, so I'm up for it always. But if you're not, then you know, just have a look how you rip it the paper, I would say. How about, like, it's a gorgeous page, it's a gorgeous greenery that it would be a shame not to use it in. Oh, look, this is going to be lovely here. And I love ripping pages. By the way, if you have pretty papers, tell me if you have plenty pretty papers that you never try to use, that you stored it, hoarded for years. Tell me, are you guilty of having too many pages stored, never been used? I can tell you something. You bought them because you loved it. You bought them because you could afford it, and you bought it because you just really wanted to use it. I really believe it's a high time to do so. So please, just get your pretty papers and rip it. It is such a freeing way of crafting. The moment that you realize it's okay to rip your papers, it's okay to use them, it's okay to use those who costed the most maybe, and they are the most valuable in your collection. It's okay, trust me. I'm gonna put this aside still once more and just glue this one. I'm using just a regular Pritt stick. And also, if I can just ask you now, please leave me in a comment. The recent YouTube still is really doing not great in showing the video. So if you by any chance came along to this video, if you're still watching me chit-chatting and saying actually for the 150 times, please make any comment to me. I would so need it. I would so much appreciate it. So if you could tell me, hi, hello, I love your videos, I don't like your videos, you talk too much, or I'm gonna craft with you, or yes, I'm hoarding the papers. If there's anything you wish to say, just do it. And if you actually don't feel, actually, I said it again, if you don't feel like saying anything, how about leaving an orange heart? How about everyone, if you're watching today's video, can you just please promise me to leave the orange heart? 1, 2, 3, 5, 20 orange heart for the orange, for the pumpkin, for the orange autumn video, for today's video, please. This means so much. And if we have over X amount of comments in general, I would imagine YouTube will be like, hey, they love the video. We will actually, I said it again, we will show this video to another 20 possible crafters that may be interested in this video. So by connecting to my video, you really do give a chance to small channels, especially because my channel is bigger and I'm doing very well. Although, as I have mentioned, recent months it's really for everyone tough, and YouTube do not show our videos. They show lifestyle videos, they show like clickbait videos, not crafters videos really. So I really care about small channels especially as well. So please leave them comments, any comment. And also this gives you a chance for YouTube to see it, and you will be notified about other videos. And if you subscribe to my channel, why don't you try unsubscribe, subscribe back onto it, and make sure to choose option show me for all, or show me all notifications, sign me for all notifications. This way you won't miss anything. So I do say these things from time to time. I know they are so annoying. I know you probably all you want to hear is about arts and crafts and all these things, but honestly, the free content that we bring, the crafters community, it's your input is as important as the videos and everything else. So honestly, I love this. It is so pretty. It is so beautiful. The background speaks volume, I think. Absolutely gorgeousness, gorgeousness. I'm thinking to grab another page, yet again, a pretty one too, and just rip it even more. Sure, why not? Wow, and there's this gorgeous, this is another 49 Market Vintage Artist, it's the same, it's just Mido, a gorgeous page, you must admit it. And I think I may just do a teeny like here, or not. I just feel it could be lovely to have a little bit of, oops, a little bit of a corner. A little bit of a corner or something. I don't know, what do you say? I just think it could be just cute to have that sort of thing, so I may just do it. I'm cornered today. I don't know, I'm just feeling this. So let's see. I may not, eventually I may just get rid of that idea or something, but I just feel it'd be lovely, or not. Wait a second. No. Yes. Oh, how much I wish you to tell me now. Tell me. Tell me your opinion, your first initial opinion. Leave it or drop it. Leave it or drop it. I wonder. I heard Lucas moving on his chair. I thought that he's gonna come here and say what he thinks. Nah, he's not even a tiny bit interested in it, so I don't think he would be bothered at all. You know, I have all this music's autumn comes, ah, da di da, and the peace, da da da, di di di. It's on Instagram, on my Instagram right now. I shared some sneak peeks, so I have it in my mind. Maybe that's why I'm so jolly. Happy go lucky, as my best friend says. I love that. Look, guys, I really love it, and I think I'm just gonna go with the flow of this kind. I really like that. I think the pumpkin is gorgeousness. I may do a little green leaf or so, we shall see, but I think it's gorgeousness. Question is, leave it or drop it? No, drop it. I just dropped it. Okay, how about some stamps? Something I have never done. I received those gorgeous stamps from Art by Marlene. She's working with Studio Light. If you're not too familiar with her, which is impossible, she does all these gorgeousness, colorful artworks, and she gifted me these stamps. I was like, and look what I have done, pumpkin. And I have this here because I just wanted to try it out. I was like, wow. And imagine doing pumpkin on this pumpkin. Then I was thinking, so how about trying to make it on the side? So pumpkin, not maybe on the pumpkin itself, but maybe here, pumpkin time, pumpkin season, or pumpkin time possibly. So I'm gonna do my absolutely best to make this here. I hope it's gonna work because my ink is not the newest, but I think we manage it. So now the question is, my gorgeous friends, what's the next step? Because I'm thinking I'm gonna put these aside. I'm talking so much today. Look, I am very happy to be back to the studio because honestly, I had all these plans and then Hannah got sick last week and all these plans were out the window because she was home, which is amazing to have her home. Don't get me wrong, we love our little Hanita. I have to tell you, this story. I don't think I ever shared that here on YouTube, but I'm gonna tell you in a second. Just remind me to tell you about the chocolate and teeth story. So how about grabbing a little bit of a white gesso just to play it around here in the middle. Oh, my gesso is as dry as it could be, but that's okay because I have 100 other jars from Little Birdie. Now let's just grab gesso here and there just to have this a little bit primed. Now why am I doing this? Because I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do with my pumpkin as yet. Will I be leaving it as it is? Will I be adding some painting towards it when it's glued down to the page? What am I doing? I have no idea. So my thought is like, yeah, just grab the gesso, just go with these edges just to make it a little bit togetherness, just so it feels togetherness, like they happy together. The papers, let's just make them happy papers, like happy clouds. I think I'm so ecstatic, happy that I'm back to the studio, because honestly, I even said it to Lucas, I'm exhausted by the end of the day now after this caring for Hannah, two of us caring for Hannah. It's like you're so stressed in your mind when kids are sick that you just can't focus afterwards. Like I said, I'm exhausted. I don't feel like I'm gonna record what I've planned, but I really wanted, for my own sake as well, to come in and just say actually hi to you and just really be with you, because I love that. So I started planning, like that's what I'm gonna do. Not planning is not even close to what I just came and I just pressed record, and I thought I'm gonna do what I feel the best. And yeah, sometimes it's better to not say anything, and that's what I've done. I said nothing. I just sat down and painted the pumpkin. Now I also have these brushes, fantastic, from Art by Marlene from Studio Light. Yet again, this was a generous gift to test it out, and they really are lovely. I love the clear holders to them, so that is fantastic. There's a set with I think I got 2 or 3 sets, can't remember, but there was, I'm adding clear gesso, if you're wondering. I'm adding clear gesso, just a generous amount of it everywhere, just everywhere. I got them to test, and I do love them. They flat, they big, they're really lovely, and they actually I said it again, my video title is gonna be actually, so I should say comment actually if you're watching this proper way, but no, comment, please comment orange hearts. Let's beat the record of orange hearts if you're watching this autumn video with me tonight and crafting with me. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a gorgeousness page, but super simple as well, which I really like. I like the idea of making this doable, like do it do it with me. And certainly if you don't have the pumpkin papers, do it yourself, make your own pumpkin. And that's exactly how I felt. I'm gonna paint my own pumpkin because I don't have a big pumpkin. Okay, so I'm gonna dry this and be back. My page is really dry. Time to add the pumpkin. And once we have the pumpkin done, add it, glue it down and all. I'm really trying to make edges gluey because we really need this to be very well primed, not primed, glue down, so that we can do maybe some edge work or something, like maybe, for example, our most favorite thing, which is the Inktense pencil, right? So we need this to be very much well glued down, or maybe even this possibly could be better with the gel medium, because this is a very thick watercolor paper, but maybe we manage without it. How about using some ink on the side and make this darker by using inks? Actually, no, I've said it again, I can't believe it. But let's do that. Because I was thinking, I do like the edges to be a little bit darker, possibly. I'm thinking, why not? And also, honestly, do you know what? It could be even nice if we do a little bit of maybe gently green here where the pumpkin itself is. Look. Oh, I like that. I love that, because this is the way that it really is now showing that everything is nicely done together, and there's no such a big color difference, no contrast, but we can still make contrast by edges being way darker. Love this now, honestly, love that. Wow. I have to actually admit something. I'm gonna confess something that I really always wanted to make a page like this. I just didn't know how. And I was always thinking that I have to find the right pumpkin that I never did. And I think I just made my wish come true accidentally, unknowingly, by doing this page today, because I really always wanted, I have this vision of this pumpkin in the middle, nothing too fancy, like, honestly, but vision, pumpkin in the middle, there she is, happy sitting, but it just never happened. Like, it's not a rocket science page, let's be honest, like, but I just love the simplicity of it, and probably that's the actual most important part of this page right now. Well, it's not done yet, so maybe it won't be as simple as it looks now. I'm thinking to vintage photo ink add, or if you're wondering which ink that was, Forest Moss. Forest Moss. And how about adding a touch of brown, just to have the edges, just to have this, not even to make it vintage, but let's say vintage. It is a vintage photo ink, but it's more for, it just matches, I think. It does match. And I believe I'm gonna add a little bit of brownie on the edges as well, here on the pumpkin itself. So we shall see. I love that. Love, love, love. Super pretty, super pretty. Okay, now let's grab the pencil. I have my favorite pencil. Oops. This one is Inktense Bark color 2000, I think, because it's gone from what is here, but it is beautiful color that is fabulous for any outline. I mean, I nearly thought about oats. An outline work that you may wish to do. Here it is, and I do believe this could be just beautiful gorgeousness for, like, you know, pretending for the flooring flooring, you know, a floor that our pumpkin is standing on, a floor, you know, like here sort of thing. Now in painting right now with this actual pencil on the ink, it is not the easiest, but look, I'm just adding tiny amounts of water here and there and touching the pencil so the pigment just goes itself of this kind. See? Lovely, jolly. And we have it on the ground standing, which is just right. Although I must say I have been thinking to do the whole outline here, just even tiny touches, just to have just to acknowledge it, just to have a little bit of a shadow, which I do believe will be nice. So that I'm gonna do that anyway, you know, just a touch of color in places. Just, I'm gonna, to make my life a little bit easier, I'm gonna add pigment here, grab the pigment and go around. Oops, that's okay, that went on the pumpkin, but that's okay. Grab the pigment. This is the same brush that was actually painting the pumpkin, if you're wondering, if you're curious. Okay, even, oops, not on the bristles, Marta, you silly gandarino, silly goose. I do believe this is gonna give us this sort of dramatic look, sort of standing out feel about it. At the end of the day, it is our focal point, so it would be nice to acknowledge it, to have it visible enough and just right, you know, I think. So there we go. I love the how weirdly the pigment goes around it, and it causes this pigmentation weird things because of the ink being on top. So it's kind of different to what I'm used to by by the way, but I like that. I like challenges, so sure, why not? No, there we go. So everywhere it's a tiny touch of color, which is just right. Now I'm gonna focus on making it tiny more. Now I'm using non-dominant hand and my dominant hand, so that's a little tricky, I admit. So there we go. And the squeaking chair is my Lucas, just moving. If you're new to this channel, Lucas is my dear husband. He's great, but he's, you know, like every guy is just sometimes doesn't understand, and we do get on very well with each other. He may disagree though on it, but he's, I know you're listening, Lucas. You are amazing. He's actually amazing dad, I have to say. He's an amazing friend. He's so actually understanding for me, unbelievably. Like if I be on his shoes with me, partnering with me, I would be like, no, bye, 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 bye. But he's just, I don't know, must be love. You could knock at least. No. I'm so happy to be back to the studio. I hope you can feel it. Look at these distressing sort of things happening on the ink. I love that. Okay, I do believe it would be just fantastic if we could have a tiny amount of splashes going on the... Oh, no, I didn't mean this. I didn't mean that many. No. I didn't mean that many. Tiny and not that big splashes, Marta. But that's because of the brush, am I right? I'm gonna grab a smaller brush and yeah. That was a bit too much. Now we're not done yet, but I think it will add up to our feel about the page right now. Oh, I love that. Yes, that went. This is huge brush, and this brush is actually just giving me a little bit of a trouble in terms of squeaking, no, getting too much of the pigment. I'm gonna add some splashes of this darker as well, of this pigment here. Ooh, I love that. On our... Oh, I love it! I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, at the end, we will add those leaves and stuff, but I think right now I'm gonna focus on drying this and putting the title, because I'm scared of putting this pumpkin title. I cannot wait to try it out. Let's do it. I have to say I'm a little bit nervous about adding this pumpkin because I'm afraid it's not gonna be as visible. Well, then I guess I'm gonna just repeat it. But because it's not a... I do have the stamping platform, but I don't know if the stamping platform works with books. I know with flat pages, but with the books, I don't know that. If it's gonna go bad, we're gonna just do it separately and fussy cut it. How is that? But hopefully... Hopefully this will work, Marta. Fingers crossed. Cross. Okay, let's do that. Okay. I'm not a stamping professional as yet. Oh, these are new stamps. Maybe they won't work. I love this. Oh, it is perfect. I love it. I may recolor it as in darker, but I love it. And you know what I was thinking? On the trial page that I can't find right now, of course, I have done... Oh yeah, it's here. I have done the outline as well, which could be cute, right? We can outline it with white maybe because... Yeah, wow, I love that. Okay, let's put these aside. And you're gonna think I'm a little bit like this P is different than this P because I wanted to do it in one go, so I've used D for P, which I think is cute as well. Sure, why not? And time. How about adding time? Yeah. Let's add time. I was thinking to do it here, but I would do it here because it's plenty space and it's gonna be just right. Pumpkin time. Fingers crossed. Crossed. Is it fingers crossed? You fingers crossed and if you had it crossed, it's gonna work. That's even nicer. Pumpkin time. I love it. I love it. I honestly love that. Wow. Okay. So I'm actually now relaxed because I was a little nervous. I was like, "Ah, this is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work." It did work. Woohoo! Look at this. The finishing touches, the final touch on our page. I love this. Now, this is cute. Why not? Oh, that's so cutesy. Cutie, cutie, cutie. Now, I do worry that this is empty, but then I was like, Marta, you do not always have to have such a full-on page. Like, you can just have it nice and, yeah, just chillax. Girl, chillax. I love it like that. I don't know. No, I think green. Do we have any green? Oh yes, we may have some green or not necessarily. Or there's one this one that's quite cute. So let's try. We have nothing to lose. To fussy cut it quickly and just to see how amazing it may turn out. Turn out, not turn up, Marta. It's not a turnip page. Oh, okay, dokie. I can see it is gonna be cute. If I have one more leaf of this kind, which I don't. Oh, no way. Do we have, Houston, do we have a problem? No leaves? I have another page, of course, because when I do buy these pages, the cut element pages, which I love the most, and I no longer buy sets as such. Sometimes I do, like I always buy sets of papers that are, let's say, autumn and maybe Christmas, winter sort of, because I have little of them and I just love them. But in general, the backgrounds or like whatever, I don't buy any papers anymore as such. I buy all these pages with elements. Yes, definitely. We will outline these, I think, and make it a little, or maybe, do you know what? I have an idea. How about getting a little bit of that green, just even like that. Or, yeah, just like this. Just to have it a little bit happening, so it is a little bit darker. Maybe, yeah, I'd say so. I like that. We may have a little bit extra happening of maybe some brown, some dark on the edges. Let's see how we can do it up a little bit. This is quite funny because there is this like beautiful leaf and I'm just trying to change it. But I just think it's okay if you're changing it to your project and it's gonna match up better or something feels right for you. Why not? You know my words, my sayings. Why not? Make it work the way as you love and however it feels right. And if this feels right, there we go. Now, there we go. And I will possibly do a little bit of dry and a little bit of lines going on maybe as well, like tiny lines, you know. Where are you? Here you are. So, oh, actually no, I have this brown, green. Oh, I have this green from Arteza. I love this one. Look at it. It's green, it's beautiful, it's vintage feel. So I may just have a little bit of that. Just a touch, you know? Just a touch or something of this kind. yeah, gorgeousness. So I was thinking to add these two here. Lovely. I think it was too empty. Super. And then glue this all down. There we go. Adding the leaves. Maybe not enough glue. A tiny bit. Tiny bit more glue. Okay. I'm putting this a little bit up higher so that I love this. Now let's have this one here. Now I have to say I don't hear Hannah. I don't hear her. As in Lucas just went upstairs, checked the temperature. No temperature, and it's 1 o'clock. Last night 2 o'clock was temperature happening, so I really hope, pray that it's not gonna happen, but he went to check it, no temperature, so hopefully, yes. I don't know if it's too much or what's going on here. It's cute though. It's a bit too dark, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe here. A little bit not on the pumpkin on as it. Oh, I like that maybe. For some reason it feels that there's too much of this brown. But then again, I think it's good to fight with our demons, because what I may feel it's not right, others can actually love it. So let's fight, Marta, with your demons of the perfectionism, or that it always has to be the way as it just feel as the only way. No, Marta, it can feel any other way, and it's okay. So fighting my own demons, I like that. So like having no white background in a way here, it already feels not like my own, big as in not enough of white, I mean. But I love it, and I think it's just right to get out of your comfort zone and just try your best. Imagine if this is like falling. Oh, I love that falling leaf. I'm so happy today. I hope you can feel it. This is the falling down one. Look. Aww. I adore this. Lucas just asked me how I'm doing. Am I finishing this tonight as an upload? I'm like, not a hope. Tomorrow the video will be up tomorrow, because it's just too much edits and just too long video and too cute, and it's late. So it's 1 o'clock now. By the time we finish this video tonight, I don't know what time it's gonna be, but I'm glad that I'm gonna have autumn video for you. As my autumn pumpkin didn't do well, the video previous this one, very little people watched. Oh, it's quite disheartening and upsetting for crafters, for any creators, that something is just not likable. And I get it, babe, maybe it's just not everyone's cup of tea, that's fine. So that's why I was like, wouldn't that be nice to make a video that people will like, yes, this is exactly what I have been waiting for. A pumpkin, like a classic pumpkin sort of video. So here it is. I love it. Can I just say I love it? Can I say it again? I love it. Oh, even like this as they are lying down now. Oh, look, it's done. I mean, this is it. It's gonna be there as it is, as it was here. Here or here. Maybe. No, I don't know. Doesn't matter, Marta. Just place it anywhere. Okay, I love this one here. So, aww, this is so cute. It's gonna be my favorite page of the season. I'm telling you, it is gonna be my absolutely favorite page of the season. Now, the time for the greeny leaves, greeny granny leaves, no, greeny granny leaves to enter here. Okay, something of this kind. There we go. I don't know. No. That felt quite okay, but no. Let's just focus on having it the same way as it was originally. That will be just right. So here we go. Let's have it there, kind of. Super, love that. Now, love that, but it would be just super awesome if we could have a tiny bit of outline with our browny color, so that they do feel like a part of that particular pumpkin without feeling as they are falling down. These are part of the pumpkin, you know, kind of thing. So I think, yeah, I like that. Oh, lovely, lovely. Now, I must say that I do like the pumpkin time title as it is. I'm not too sure, do we have to add up anything, like any sort of darker? Maybe tiny bit. Maybe to make it more standing out, I guess. Let's do it like a tiny touch. Like a tiny touch. Maybe even. Yeah, actually, I'm looking at it now that it's standing more and standing out more. So it's gonna be just much more visible. So I guess for that reason, yeah. So for that reason, absolutely. Let's do a little bit of highlight with white. Now, like that. And I do believe it could be so cute as well to do some white splashes. There we go. And maybe on our leaves as well and places. I wonder, will we do a little bit of outline of this kind on our letters? But I think why not? Now this reminds me of Vicky. You know Vicky, I'm sure you know Vicky. Vicky's journal pages are famous since many years. Her teacup, coffee cup pages especially. She has a brand new collection now with Stamperia. She is amazing and talented, and her actually, this is, yeah, now that I think, maybe it's actually inspired by Vicky unknowingly yet again. Years back she used to do these pages, I think, and she would have a title with words of this kind, and she would do outline as well. Not outline, like highlight. So Vicky, if you're watching, there we go. How about some big hugs, actually, if you're watching. She was just doing some product promotions. She was traveling a lot. She would do plenty of Insta stories. I watched that, and she was teaching there as well, I think. So yeah, awesome, awesome. Look at that. Now white splashes, the final touch, and we are done. Pumpkin. I just looked if I haven't made a spelling mistake. Imagine that. Imagine that. So my beautiful friends, I'm gonna finish at that. I absolutely adore and love this beautiful pumpkin. Do you know what? I'm thinking one more thing. I'm gonna grab a black pen. Where is it? How are you? Where are you? Come on. Oh, it's here. And I'm gonna do just a tiny touches of, yes, definitely, because this will gives us this finish, this extra the definition of our pumpkin. Absolutely, look at that. Now this is just a simple pen. So we can do a little bit of doodles as well of this sort. Absolutely, love this. Wow. Now Marta have just sort of put her own mark onto this pumpkin. Love that. Love, love, love. Wow. Gorgeous. Gorgeousness. Gorgeousness. we meant to finish, but look at it. It just, the final thought just made it like, even if you loved it like I have, you maybe even love it way more now. So wow, love this. We could do a little bit of crazy outline here as well. I love this. Now, honestly, from my abstract recent pages, this is what I do. I love doodles of this kind, so wow, I adore it. Love this. Done. We are done. My beautiful friends, I'm gonna finish here. If you're curious how the pumpkin was painted, watch till the end of this video and promise me to leave me a comment with orange heart. That would mean so much to me. My beautiful friends, keep watching or skip to the next video. But for now, I'm gonna finish here. Let me know what you think. I absolutely love it. So thank you so much for being here. As always, a pleasure to be in your homes, and thank you so much for allowing me. It does mean so much to be back to you every time. I wish to say every week, every second day, and not as often, but I'm always glad to be back, and this felt so good. So thank you so much, my beautiful friends. Happy autumn time, happy fall, and I chat to you very, very soon. I love you, but I have to go. Till the next time, happy crafting, and I'll chat to you very, very soon. Bye. Bye bye.
I'm holding on to something better.